Hello. Oh, give me a second. Alright. Finally have some free time, so we're gonna go through 5-3. Not much to say. Yeah, looks like my mic's working. Alright, cool. I don't know how I feel about this one, but I remember one of the characters being really ugly. Probably not as ugly as Brushel, though.
A prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
My body's in Themis Academy. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Phew, finally. So this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is a place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. This is not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Culpable curry. That's funny. Prosecute in classy cafe? Bruh. Guilty dogs. Mock trial. Is this Clavier? Live. This has gotta be Clavier. Waiting room, art exhibit. Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Literally. Why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wondering where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Mitosis. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. This recruit can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Ah, Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay, sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Bruh. Looking for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems... View my replay, Max TV, nice. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not... Oh, who do we have here? Alright, you haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes, you must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. Wow, thanks. That big smile was kind of scary though. Looks like the mock trial is about to begin. What are you going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. That Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Well, seems... You know, Trucy doesn't have much of a presence. I thought she would in the second case, but she literally just dips after introducing Jinxie. Kinda sad. Well, it seems I had better explain the situation. Thank you, Professor. Now, does anyone have any questions? I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Here's the gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course. And future judges the judge course. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to be seriously pursue a career in law. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to his legal profession. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Ah ha ha ha. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. It's been a whirlwind of morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court. She's a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. So that's what this is about. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. Okay. The arm angle when shouting objection. The proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's voice. And most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That's what is at stake in this mock trial. The crown jewel of the school festival. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course, top student in the prosecutor course. Face off in a simulated course case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Oh, a one-on-one battle, how thrilling. So the student studying to be a lawyer wins. They get to take my training seminar? What if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so there's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is? Well, that is a special surprise. Famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Oh yeah, I was wondering what the sunflower. Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you? Why, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after her? Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Then, Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes, well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? Guess I shouldn't be surprised, since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in their waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students of faculty. There's one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo, why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here. Aw, no fair. I want to see the mock trial too. Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Meeks. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. Bruh. It's settled then. We'll accept a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes, and Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hidden in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. True. I mean, I'm guessing she got murdered. Eek! Whoa, what was that? Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Oh, well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. Norm. Is this staged for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? Oof. Eee! Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way! This can't be real. Bruh. Hello, Mary McCheese. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too. No way. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Are we allowed to do that? 6-7. It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Hold on. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But okay, you're the boss. Da da da. Da 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 da. In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it. But we don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Tina? Yes, I mean, no. Apollo didn't bat an eye at the alderman's body during that case in Ninetales Vale. I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. So Professor Court was, yep, the professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all. How awful. Here she was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished. Oh, that. Don't worry. I'll fill you in later. But right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay? Oh, okay, sure. Ugh, the suspense is killing me. Alright. Start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Oh, Alright. Ugh, I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, I guess I'd better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. Ugh, there's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is sea of obstruction. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait, what is it's their diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to late Professor Court. No, don't! Routine report, need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Meet with you about that report yesterday, important. Prepare for mock trial, final confirmation. Meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. Mock trial begins. Looks more like a planner than diary. Your page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it. At that. I wonder if this will be relevant. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now you mentioned it, there's no blood around it. Yes, the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Here, her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, Professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed. Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. I think that's about all we're going to find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese. Bruh, that's so morbid. Say cheese. Cheese, and I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of the noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2? And that thing over there is the remains of another statue? This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Pending declaration of love rocks campus. There's something buried in the rubble. The theme is Herald. Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Pending declaration of love rocks campus. Final act in toward love triangle centered around on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. What the fuck? Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. Oh, I guess, yeah. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. What the fuck? Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. Yeah, what the fuck? You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? Well, we're talking about my friend Junie here. She never lead guys on like that. I think you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's a third-rate tabloid material. You yourself ready? I'm taking the 2 worlds after qualify? Thank you, Sun Sunju. Wonder what was the statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? Guess that just leaves the question. Were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. Mr. Wright, Athena? Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something's big happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced the body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked to be the same, exactly the same. Well there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same, the body that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood... It's all exactly like the mock trial. Bruh. You're kidding, right? Can't really all be the same, can it? The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. Yippee! A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Beans what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. Ugh, I can't believe this is happening. Can't believe we have to wait around here. Can't stay still at times like these. Hope Junie has evaded from the shock of this whole thing. Ah, Athena. Athena. There you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. He's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police. And there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask, why do you seem so distant? Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as a student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. Hello, Fira. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be judged, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until... Well, you know. Alright, Professor Court was a professor in charge of Junie's course. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Mr. Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now... Professor Cord is. Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together trying to get things ready. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script in the showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared crime scene photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Oh, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Cord and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all the details. Must have been a big pain in the that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. Heh. You think that's all she's capable of? You got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant skill. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. You, Robin. Aren't you going to introduce yourself? Aren't you going to introduce yourself to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. Heh, you're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. Now Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. The studying to be a lawyer, the name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. Ugh, most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the person to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. What is going on in his outfit? No! Where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too? What's that bracelet contraption for? Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. Even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. While acting toward love triangle centered on campus, she doubled Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer Corey's genius and hot-blooded prosecutor Corey's student. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devils. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Hey, Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that. That's right. The mock trial is just a start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods. And the crowd goes bananas. Whoa! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so. My Junie singing on stage in front of people? Wow. She really has changed. Bruh. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. Oh, it's Lami Roar. This is what I'll be wearing. Embellish with frills, make glow from inside, constellations throughout. Constellations go through fabric. Brooch. Yeah, this is just straight up Lami Roar. That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations particularly are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up the stars in the middle of the forest. Huh, so you're a fan of the night sky then. Wow, Apollo. Didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Eep. I think she's angry. Costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I... Paint inside a costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry. Draw a constellation on the outside and make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. Give me a second. Okay. No, you can do it! That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. It's like a chivalrous love triangle, a damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. I will never know how it would have turned out. Brat. Guess what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. And right before the verdict, talk about bad timing. I was this close, man. I bet I would have won. But I bet the defendant wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time. And I assure you, I will win when that time comes. Like, I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so. Hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. Heck, we even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes, we're studying for career in law. And in the legal world, evidence and everything. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity out. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display. Okay. What is that sound effect? Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever. Oh, it's the noise. Oh, it's okay. It's the okay. I can hear discord in their voices too. But they were talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, all right then. Hey, isn't that? Everyone, stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. The Detective Fulbright, is something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friend. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. Bruh. I'm what? Well, wait a second. What's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? I guess they have a case, right? Like, only Court and Junie know the details of the murder. Of the mock trial. In order to replicate the murder, Junie has to be the remaining one. I see it. I see it. Still, we'll see how things shake out. Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Aha, so you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't. And number two, the crime scene exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me not to say no more than that. The Blackwell is the prosecuting authority on this one too. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir. But... Julie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Alright, bye.
Hold it! Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Yippee. Oh, she cutscenes? Yeah. Budget, bro. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... Aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Is there an anime? Yeah, there's an anime. It animates the trilogy, basically. I haven't seen it in a while. I remember when it debuted, I was so excited for it. I watched the first few episodes, and it just did not match what it was like in my head. So I didn't bother watching the rest. But I'm sure it's fine if I rewatch it, you know. Yeah, there's an anime. Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Athena. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Okay. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right. Heh. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. Alright, bro, you didn't even... If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. That's true. You! That was totally rude. You're not the only one on the case, man. I'm in too. Big time. Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the sage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh right, you said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. Without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Air, forehead. Yes, Clavier! Oh my god. I really like Clavier from part 4. But Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me? Why, I do believe you have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I'm Clavier Gavin. B-Riz, yes, B-Riz. Did you know, I think it was either today or yesterday. Yesterday is the anniversary of Clavier's introduction. People keep reposting Clapolo. So it's a very conspicuous day for Clavier to show up today. I think it was a couple days ago. Or maybe it was yesterday. No. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners? I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago, and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fraulein. I've retired from music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor, Clavier Gavin. Okay, that one then. She's a lively one, eh? If her forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of Right Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you, I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah, Air Forehead? Da, 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 da. So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded, which is a shame, by the way, really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early. But I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned, I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. 2 big banners, a pair of wicked statues. Oh my god, okay, this is funny. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues. Wait, are these supposed to be you, Mr. Right? Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. So Constance Court was your professor here at the academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. Proper means, eh? You wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? No, I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot to who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So you can see we're both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Air Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're gonna reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch our killer. What the heck? Right, the stage is ready. And you, Air Forehead, ready to rock? Oh my god, this is like fan service. No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll be fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Air Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. Damn. He's got, like, he's not, like, antagonistic as Apollo, but he's got, you know, he's got jokes. All the evidence is also here with us. You play Final Fantasy? I've only played the tactics. I did play Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. I don't really play it. But if you want me to play Final Fantasy 14, you got me fucked up. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Trebion, let's get started. Defendant / judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for a reenactment of the mock trial. Finish that in episode 7? Nice. Or what I like to call the mock trial. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Octung, baby, it's no holds barred. Let's rock. Can't we take it easy there? It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. This is so funny. This is actually pretty good. I do appreciate this fan service. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, a female, pendant, an archery club member. Oh me, oh my, I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. You're doing Rebirth? The remakes seem pretty good. I definitely missed out on playing those. But yeah, there's a lot of content in those games. I'd probably get stuck forever doing like the side quests. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court posed as a corpse. Air Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Ah, too much of a fledgling to know what's important in that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim of the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But I love this. Oh my god, this fan service is crazy. Even though it's just within the game. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. They even have like the VGM and the green text. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Air Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said, a frail co-ed used her bare hand to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen, holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 9-9, Air Forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least. Order, order, order. Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into, like, Mr. Eurorocker said. So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with an arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I'm the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. An awl? What's that? Oh, it's that weird... It's like the chipping thing that you use to make sculptures. Or I mean, an awl you say, what might that be? It's a kind of a tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross, it's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. Defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all, there's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around here was around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. That's a pretty big one. A jumbo yacht, big enough to fit a person or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window and then moved it with a cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say.
Objection!
A body dropped from 3 stories up shows signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes, it's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the clubroom. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the all-stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher, who was playing the judge, was satisfied too. Time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Prowling Judge. Huh? Alright, that's me. Very well. This courtroom finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. Octung, baby. The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell is almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Porter. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Oh, it's Apollo's theme, but it's like a different arrangement. That's cute. Ah, Mr. Wright. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of her students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean the end justifies the means? Yeah, this is very at odds with courts. The end justifies the proper means. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt apply. Precisely, we have justice on our side. The only other thing we need, the results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that. The end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein, bruh. There's but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're gonna take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. See, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it. Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper. Mr. Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You too? And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? Heh. That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you would excuse me. Well, time's a wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Let's go. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. It seems a murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. The police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What, really? Just like the mock trial again. Police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Now, where was I again? Now, there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. But I want you to find out for yourselves. Were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutor file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. Wasn't that like last game? Bruh. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing, right? As long as those results come by fair and honest means. But what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means? To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what will happen to our legal system? Results are all that matter anymore. Relax. It's just a rumor. I take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for this? He's worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Mr. Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try it, talking to as many people as I can on campus. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if Clavier is actually involved in this, but his appearance in a case that also follows a script similar to 4-3, which followed that one, you know, his song with La Mirror. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Athena, watch where you're going. Huh? Yee! What the hell is this box? Ouch. Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Yee. Apollo, this box, there's... What now? There's someone or something inside. Don't let it be a snake. You moron just blew my cover. What the? There really is someone inside. That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt, and I'm a senior in the judge course. What's the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by light of day. You can see like a little dress underneath. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you had it. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too. You must be classmate with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm gonna take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops. Oh, they're probably the writer of that article. Turns white to black. Panda ink. But you're right, it's me, so tell me everything you know about, for Juniper's sake. Well, wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said? A lawyer without brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know, for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? I thought so. I think my braces are reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. Like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. God. Well, what are you talking about? Why? When did I ever lie? Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely, one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to table. And this is the evidence. Here. An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial. Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? You may want answers, but no can do. Because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I published. Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. Yeah, you got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? You just give me the info you have. Stupid pawn. We were just using you. Bruh. Now I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your Susie's paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No duh. She's the target of my scoops and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra. The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret. Oh, right. What are you planning to say in court then, huh? I'm a witness to a partner in crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. End justifies the means? Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Mean's method, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize it's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room. Put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to. Like I really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along, despite me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers. Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to the extreme idea you and Professor Means have? Why would anyone follow that philosophy? Like you possibly understand. You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the ones seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Ermi. So, this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Okay, so it's the mat right here. Right, and then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. Balls here. And then, there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa, you scared the crud out of me. Yikes, right back at you. So, what are you doing out here? I'm working out so I can become strong enough to save Juniper. But I'm so worked up. My training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. Except that I hear some discord in that, and it's a man's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sound of. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem, ask away, keep them coming, man! Ouch, my ears ache already. Could you tell me a little more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. We're supposed to show these two statues on the stage. Do you recall hearing that? Don't look for the Fine Arts Club. 2 big banners, a pair of wicked statues. That's just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Right? Bingo, Fraulein. But they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man. 12 hour faster than your legal case? True. Must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I could face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down. What do you mean? Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about the truth and beauty, man. She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman. Eesh, and you call me loud when I practice my chords of seal. Oh man! Why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Juniper's name, you'll see. 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the 3 of us who would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law, ha! Oh, I missed that part. The dark age of the law, ha! We're gonna put a nail in this coffin, man. Wow, you guys sort of do that? But no, that stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier than thou school. What kind of dumb rule is this? A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. You would never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. If I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Guess we'll meet Hugh. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh. Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. Bruh. Never mind. Wait, what the heck? When did I get this email? Bro, that's 10. I got this email at 10 p.m. Excuse me? Whatever. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? 10 in the art of mastering the bar exam. Civil, corporate, criminal law. Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Okay. That's just what's said. But the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic a crime like that unless they'd already read the script or wrote it. But look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two. So just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Heh, whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Bruh. Archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Bro, what are you saying? This is like so incriminating. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. How can you even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me genius, but I pay them no mind. Alright, brother. Nice humble brag. When it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. Bruh. As I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. What about the mock trial? Sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin to victory. Would you mind telling us a little more about that? Bruh, are you serious? Right, before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. That's right. There was that one announcement and then everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Okay, lecture hall, waiting room, art room, stage. Okay, our room's on the 3rd floor. Lecture hall. Juniper, Rob, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's still a VIP treatment. Okay, so I guess they're right here. Actually, they're for student teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms. That's not my style. So I head over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. Bruh. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Okay. And just before the mock trial was about to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body? Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit, my legs were shaking. It could easily be rotten if it hadn't been for that. Bruh. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Ah, where'd you get that? So this article in the Themis Herald is true. Winner the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie. Right, but if I reported the body I found, the whole thing would be called off. Are you serious? Bruh. You really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, that's not normal. Or could there be? Love for Junie really be that strong? That's still weird as fuck. Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about that matter. Thanks. Don't worry, we'll prove Jennifer's innocence, you'll see. Hey, I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Shut the fuck up, bruh. Okay, Athena, what next? Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. Okay, it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Let's head over to the detention center. Alright. So, Athena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Athena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Da, da. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Gordon and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However, yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there's one article in the school paper. You mean this one? More like a tabloid piece in a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Bruh. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. Bruh. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. So if Robin had won, he wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie would be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. I was wondering about that all you had on when you were arrested. Detective Fulbright. We found this in the suspect's pocket. Why there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing. It sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. It was a murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. There was nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood red color on the all both bothers me. Was it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the all when we were prepping it yesterday. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Dina and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. Worm. Hello, Darkwing Duck. This is when I found out the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key? In the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key, since she's in the Fine Arts Club's advisor. If that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have really bad feelings about this. Me too. Well, let's not jump the gun on this. 07. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Dina. Well, I should go now. Bye. Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still, what is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really fake. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship. Is there? Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Bruh. Yep, tomorrow's a big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. The victim, Professor Constant Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. But what do you mean? What I mean is the script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. It's probably red herring like 4-3 was. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no, the mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I tend to get our results the honest way. We can do this, we'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo and he's a king of being fine. Yippee. Okay, this wasn't too bad. I'm kind of invested. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, hopefully we can get through this. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, it's just a notification. I'm looking through like how long it'll take. Yeah, it looks pretty like, yeah, there's gonna be day 2 and all that stuff. So okay, I think I can finish. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Ugh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So what's it look like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high. Relax, everyone's nervous their first time. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutors is so terribly brutal. Who invited bruh? And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's that. The end justifies the means concept again. Now that it has come to this, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish he'd stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. Well, Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? Heh, that's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? Why, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way. Grr. Yeah, this guy is fucking annoying. Shut your ass up. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. This guy's fucking creepy. I do too, but... Now if you would excuse me... Ugh, thanks to him I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena, and don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The trial's about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. Court is now session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, the defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your baldness. I know. You want me to deliver the opening statement. This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness. Whatever gave you that idea, bailiff? Please call our first witness. Now we don't even get an opening statement. Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. Alright, the case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding if that's what you're thinking. Alright, Detective Albright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and defendant's prints were both discovered on it. Okay. Eee! Estimated time of death between 6 and 8 p.m. Cause of death, blood loss from a deep stab wound in the victim's side. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too? Blackwell has trained him well. Maybe Blackwell should train it not to mess with people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely. There's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner." What's this? You have such a recording? Okay, but like, that's the identity is still obscured there. Must be from the tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first we've ever heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Silence, please. I would like to play the tape for you now. You're a goner. It's quite hard to hear. Well, the voice does sound female. Yeah, this is barely decisive. Oh my god. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. And you haven't identified the voice as being the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all of the students and the faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Ha ha ha, have no fear, for there's always an exception. An exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the... Oops. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? Then that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. Injustice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those 3, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright. Don't say what I think you're about to say. Injustice we trust. I think everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, 1 is a girl. It could also be Court, right? He's also female. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. No! Impressive, he has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations. He could at least pretend to be upset for me. Splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha 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 ha, I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. Injustice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. Guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. Now, bailiff, please bring out our next witness to stand. Ah, this is gonna be sick. So our first witness is a cardboard box. Ah! Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken. Miriam Scuttlewell, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad, bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crimes. Might I ask whether you could come out of the box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. But testimony from a faceless witness is highly regular. A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. What the hell? Oh my, I never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison. Holy Shinto. How can a judge believe this load of crock? Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper's knew the script's content. But Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She's a motive in the murders, just like her script. Bruh. Murder is just like a script. Could such a thing be true? I don't know, this is pretty flimsy. Compare her script with the murder case and crime scene photos. Then you'll see. This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge would understand. Only the victim and defendant were privy to the script, ergo the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, the witness's script, along with an envelope which said "Use" was written, were found. This proved that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, an argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing. Well, that makes perfect sense. What now? Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. Ugh, he's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth in you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals. I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. No problem. Yes, I'm ready, I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this. Murder happened exactly like Jude trials. Only Professor Court knew.
Hold it!
Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. But that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes in the back of her head. What chance does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting point. Still, Scuttlebutt, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? Why, I plead entrapment. How is you blurting out your own crime entrapment? Cock, but you weren't scooped. You haven't scooped me yet. They're all set to use Juniper's script. Press the court's sudden decision not to use script.
Hold it!
That's new. How do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script? They're in the art room where the heinous crime took place. An envelope marked used in Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there. That does not sound right. So, it's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery, fake evidence. It was a cutting-edge script portraying court battle in the dark age of the law. I can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. Yeah. But Juniper, she's some devious, underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script and not my masterpiece was used in mock trial. How's that for an explanation? That sounds really fake. I don't have proof, but that sounds really fake. Da, 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 da. Body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder wasn't all. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. Bodies dropped from the third floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out, cushion. Ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body on the stage. Shouldn't they inspect the mat and the cart for blood, though? The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. All buy with school festival funds, get from hardware store. Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, give away part of the script's plot, TB to determine. Oh shoot, didn't she have to meet with Hugh? She did have to meet with Hugh in her sweatsuit. Victim's outfits will be the red one. It's okay, it's red, not green. From the prosecutor's scores. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Okay, this is a report, but 23rd, 24th. Prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. Okay, I guess I don't know what that final confirmation is. Alright. 9 a.m. Okay, so she met with somebody. But okay. Well, we don't know if she met with anyone. One more thing, actually. All. Cause of death, 6 to 8 p.m. Cause of death. Okay, so she already died. And then, so no one entered the art room, or at least to report the body, outside of the culprit. Maybe there's a witness there that's being coerced into not speaking. Okay.
Hold it!
Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body just like
Objection!
Yeah, but like the people at the mock trial weren't necessarily allowed to leave, right? Who wearies the trial which pits Hawk against Canary?
Objection!
Oh, what did you just say? Haha, if he's so weird, you should try being less. I bet that would save some energy. There's no time for jokes, Apollo. He just called me Canary. Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully. Sykes don't know. Hugh O'Connor discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents? Okay, that's true, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for loop. The perfect caption. How marvelous. A photo in the newspaper is just a thing to boost your brand. In a school paper? Seriously? Anyone can see the similarities between the script and the case. That doesn't mean Junie's the killer. I know it's frustrating, Athena, but we don't have much to go on at this point. All you can do is relentlessly press the witness and hope you find a hole. Okay, just press everything. Okay, got it. Press relentlessly. Right. Okay, so we just press. This is the only one we haven't pressed. There must be places where the script and the case diverge. Don't sweat the details. What kind of stress will that kind of stress will give you wrinkles? I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk.
Objection!
Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. Bro, the joke is ass. Oh, hell nah.
Objection!
What did you say? Haha, Blackwell really turned that one around on you. Just whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Whoa, easy there, Athena. Yeah, stop yapping, bruh. Stop glazing. Now you listen to me. Those cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't been erected in the mock trial script. In the actual case, there are signs indicating the victim's risks have been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. Evidence, in any event, replicating crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. I have a feeling this is like her being tied up will like matter though. Looks like I won't be passing this off as a coincidence. What a total burn. Try again, why don't you, Pond of the Woods? I believe you pressed to the witness more than enough, Miss Sykes. Now, do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now in that fair, desperate mind of yours. Etch it deep so you may never forget. Okay, bruh. No! You know, my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I going to do? Athena, you should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now. Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit the crime in the exact same way? Yeah, I don't think they would implicate themselves like that. It has to be someone who's trying to frame. Or, like, it doesn't have to be, but, like, the motivation to coordinate the crime, you know, to mirror the mock trial. It's like a really lame attempt to frame, though. Wait, I don't know why you would implicate yourself. I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover inconsistency if you do. Ah, I get it. Thanks, Apollo. The scuttlebutt. Just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the script. And that it is beyond the shadow of a doubt, not a coincidence. Is that correct? No, duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways.
Objection!
What'd I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script, something unknown only to her? That would not be just foolhardy, but completely irrational. Whoa, what do you mean? Yes, Miss Sykes. Please tell us this court what you mean by irrational. It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would make her the culprit. The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial script. That in and itself is irrational. What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes. Care to explain what you mean? Wait, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was believing that she was the... That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of one trying to frame our client. Well, it's like a possibility, but yeah. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely conceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Don't let it get to your head just yet.
Objection!
It would seem just as though his comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and it shall remain so until you master its use. Enough with the stupid sword metaphors already. There is a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of what you see. A reason? What reason? Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. Bruh. The accused had intended to stop the mock trial, and in that event, Neria's soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of this case in script.
Objection!
No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally
Objection!
Our witness here had also discovered the body. Bruh. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too? Precisely. As the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, so you didn't call the police? Wait, now that I think about it, did Hugh discover the body because of the 9 a.m. meeting? No, I kept it secret for my big scoop. You can't do that. I made her pay long and hard penance for sin, did I not, my little box? Compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was. Geez, I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her. Block off all the holes in her box and spin her like a top while Detective Fulbright cackled in delight? That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue your testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" And suddenly, she fled in the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. Oh. That sounds like an inconsistency. Let me see. Paint. Doesn't it need to have time to dry? I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing a costume that she had made.
Hold it!
Yeah, that's insane. Why did you withhold such key testimony? Ah! Oh, what's that supposed to mean? I think you haven't even started your cross-exam. I know, but her testimony points to her as her being a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is. No, wait, I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Mr. Woods' room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. God. The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Help! Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? No, thanks. You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi. Oh, yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death. I was at undercover reporter class. It's right near my home. Undercover reporter class? Proverbial rug has been pulled up from under you. The witness could not be the killer. Defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug secured to the floor. I try to warn you. Oh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait, I meant, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after a little spectacle. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Ugh, why can't he say you reap what you sow? Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful events. Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye is always eyeing a scoop. He's always eyeing a scoop? Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hold it!
Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not? I will. That is, no. I didn't take one. Well, that's strange. Yeah, because she'd want a scoop. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body? Yeah. It's not like actually saw it, but what the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again? This is so dumb. How is this like not? Nice try, Boy Wonder. But if I didn't see the body, the fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this. What exactly am I looking at here? A crucial moment forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. Okay, it doesn't show. Also, let me look at this. The costume's not right. Doesn't it have holes? Make small holes according to this pattern. Yeah, okay. Ah. Why did you not tell me of this? It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that would be right now. Be right here in court. Surprise! God, what I do. All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment. Bruh. She's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Whatever. High school kid be high school. Or college or whatever. Athena, about this picture, see how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, so then... Right, who knows whether this photo shows in the first place? Completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped. Witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. refuse, this guy descended to the first floor and exited the quad. Then what? Then what, Cartoon President? Then I tripped and fell and caught my knee on my own box. He stayed under a box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body. She wanted to stop the mock trial. But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. It seems Justice Soto has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least. Oof, guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's primo cardboards, lovingly selected from among many. God. Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. God, please, anything but that. I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. Alright, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. Yeah, it's changed into her stage costume. I asked her, what are you doing? No, that's not it. That's not it. She doesn't have a
Objection!
Yeah, easy. Ms. Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying her client as a figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? Design drawing of her client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. Constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume photo. Then that means, what exactly? Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene. It leads me to believe because the figure is photos where I got a costume. Inside out. But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that? Oh, because of the wet paint. Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Oh, wait, you're not suggesting. That's right, I'm glad you're catching on. The costume designer wouldn't have put her own costume on inside out. Wait, did she put it on and take a photo of herself? Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter. The laptop. Ah! Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see nothing.
Objection!
No, I would have you stop right there, Psycho. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods. Yes? What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was going to make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent. For what was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities, bruh? Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes, so you applied that to the inside of the costume. And then I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then, yeah, okay, it's for the paint drying. This photograph of the inside out costume taken out in the dark. Oh, there's some handprints. I see there's a heavy layer of paint over the... Does anyone see the handprints? Bruh, are we for real? If I were to properly don this costume in this state, wet paint would get all over the body. Why, yes. I believe it would. Indeed, ergo, the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake. Because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Ah! Figured he would have a photo. Ugh, did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, Red Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice walk. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Yeah, it says there. It kind of looks like handprints to me. Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was so low.
Objection!
Hello, hello. Sure, you can have some. I believe the term describes your thought process of wishful thinking. After all, if master paintings make mistakes, why not rank amateurs such as the cute?
Objection!
Basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up. Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, so... What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What did you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing this guy. You're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. That's to present some evidence. Pronto. Showdown, is it? I gladly accept. Fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hand of whoever touched the costume. That paint should glow in dark places, so I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. Shows who touched the costume. Oh my god. That's so stupid. This is actually unironically stupid. What the fuck? Okay, I guess this is the answer.
Take that!
A school newspaper? Interesting. That is extremely lucky as fuck. I can't imagine that. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hand in photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Wood's fluorescent paint. It is glowing. Quite brightly, I might add. Why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on. Oh, that means... What again? It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client Jennifer Woods. It was her classmate Robin Newman. Take that. Ah, yes. English pop act. Formed in the 1990s. True. It was her classmate Robin Newman. What? think you're actually able to prove that? This is so bullshit. This is crazy bullshit. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. Yeah, I just you know what? Whatever. Fuck it. I'm so bad. Does that mean that Robin is our man? I feel like you would have to detect paint or something, like the traces of paint. Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well, Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, Press. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. To a duel. May the best. Will the witness please say his name and occupation? Is that again? Who's that? Maybe. Yeah, they're both Falconers, huh? I'm Robin Newman! I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah! No! That's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man. Oh my god. Dude, you know what? He reminds me of Dub. Like Dub, like the dub voice actors. Oh my god. Yeah, anime dub voice actors. So for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Davis Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course. He's going Super Saiyan, yeah. This brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. Oh, I assume you'll be cleaning up pottery you smashed before you leave today. Ah! Oh man! So this character's so stupid. See, the witness has finally settled down. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years. You proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand. I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa! The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me. I got that paint on. When I caught it, I never put it on. That's just stupid.
Hold it!
Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but... No! Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. So you think he might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you. Yeah, Discord logging on, yeah. Alright, wasn't there. Happy. That's just stupid, okay. I guess it's the...
Got it!
When you mentioned the stage costume, I had a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Oh, wait, what? Why would a frilly scarf being in a long chair make me feel like that? I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you? Like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude, and I'm into braces. You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Oh, come on, isn't it obvious? You're enjoying this a bit too much, No way, man!
The mannequin comes falling toward me, so I stuck out my hands to stop it. End of story.
Dental plan, yeah. That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right here. Do I have anything I could prove his statement contradicts what really happened? I guess it's this, right?
Take that!
It looks... You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers of your hands would have been pointing outward like this. That's not what the hand would show. In fact, this looks more like just your thumbs and the base of your palms.
Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints?
You know why. You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in the drawing.
Whoa!
Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put on the stage costume, didn't you? And you really do like Miss Wood's clothes, don't you?
Fine, I admit of putting the costume on, but I don't like girly clothes, man.
Alright, chill, bruh. Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. Dude, this guy's getting cooked. My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. Okay, there's sadness. I was like, whoa, I'm a guy, but I got all excited. He's gotta remind himself he's a guy. I did put on girly clothes. But strictly for artistic purposes. Bruh. Why was he mad?
Got it!
Mr. Newman, this emotion is inconsistent with your testimony. Uh-oh. 07 Street Boo.
What are you talking about? It's not true. All emotions, testosterone fueled stubbornness.
Just AI viewers, I know. Yeah, because I would really call that an emotion. I wonder where I went wrong. Well, better try it again.
Bring it on. A million times or a million. I don't care.
This is just this. Hopefully we can figure out what Robin's hiding based on this new information. Just hope it's not more than we bargained for, although that usually seems to be the case. Okay, he's not as happy. I don't think this is. Alright, this is okay. Yeah, this isn't right. This is the new statement, though. There, another emotion that doesn't fit.
So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man.
Mr. Newman, you got excited when you put the costume on. But you also felt sad.
Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal.
Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you?
Oh, no. You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell us why you were sad. Okay, fine. You're gonna be that way. I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is no matter how much I dress up, I'll never be pretty as Juniper. Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. No, that's not it. Yeah, Stream Boob died, yeah. The AI revolution's upon us. I totally own those girly clothes. I should have been totally pretty. But there's something that keeps getting in my way. Wow, that's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart's crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions. We saw those during the Ninetales Veil incident. All we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. Help me look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see. If we can find that, we can wrestle him away for whatever's tormenting. Mr. Newman said that there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes. What could that be? Fine, I'll testify, man. My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. I wore girly clothes. Felt like a diva when I pulled the hood over my head. It felt so right. I was totally dressed up like a girl. So we're looking for the source of this anger. Right, the conflict in his testimony will most likely arise from his emotional repression. Compare the images to his testimony. We might find the problem that way. Oh, a powerful feeling when I saw that long curly scarf. He's got the really buh pose. Brace. Newman. I think it's a brace.
Got it!
Yeah, it's the brace, right? Listen, you feel a great deal of anger toward your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man. This is a symbol of masculinity. I could never take it off. Is it that you can't take it off, or that you don't want to take it off? Oh man, I should have kept my big mouth shut. This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger toward his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Athena, you okay? I think Robin's still hiding a secret. Big one. Bigger than the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks? Yes, at least I think so. No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman. What? I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. This sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. You hate girls, you're a girl, you want to be pretty like a girl. Knowing Ethan Torty, they're a girl. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman, you are and always have been a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? No, I'm completely serious, and I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting out, loud and clear.
Hold it!
I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she?
I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. Alright, Mr. Okay, misogynist. Oh. You're also Rico since last night? Thank you, Saturna. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day. But if he's a she, then she's the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without question a man. Alright, bruh. Nobody asked for your verdict. Oh. You're now truly just as dumb as equal in one area. You're just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. I mean, her design is androgynous enough. Like when she's posted like this. Oh, you guys are done talking about me. I'm. Bucket. He's going SS2? Yeah. Ah! The brace! It's... all that changed was the eyelashes. Oh, I guess the pose too. Miss Sykes, no, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this secret at all costs. But no. What? No way! Ah! This puts a hole in the prosecutor's case too. Because they said only a girl could have said this tape recorder. And out of the 3 people, only Juniper was a girl. So surely this must be some kind of jest. Nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-E-K. Okay, it does not have to be like that. Ah, as if. Ha 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 ha. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. Yeah. Bye-bye. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now this living lie that had me pinned to the ground, it's... Ah! Oof. You've been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending I want to be a prosecutor. I'm going to be an artist. Yay! Okay, that's... reinforcing gender norms. Let's go. Order? What a shocking development. He really did turn out to be a she. Hello, Mandra. Log into Discord like someone... That is exactly... Nif just joked about that, and it's like... Okay. Dina isn't very woke? Oh, I wasn't checking her... I don't know. What did she say? Why is everyone looking at me like that? Hee, I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. O-K-A-Y? Rah, no picture you regret it, man. Am I just imagining things? Or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a she? I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally. This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything? Like the witness is actually a girl, it does change things. These are now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Yes, the tape recorder. Very well, let's see what the defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must we reconsider now that we know that the witness is a girl? Okay, this is like... easy.
Take that!
This is what I'd like the court to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder? The one that recorded the threat. You're a goner. That's right, and we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. Of all the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was started, our client was the only female who could sleep Miss Scuttlebutt because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. So then... That's right, the witness just revealed that she's a girl. Therefore, if we're using the voice in this recording as the basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled a suspect too. Bruh. Oh. Oh no! That's so rough. To be exposed? Wow, talk about a sudden turn. And then just immediately treated as a suspect. I mean, I think it's in service of like we finally got through their whatever, their hang-ups or whatever, and now we're just. I know it's in service of dismantling the prosecutor's argument, but this is like, this is fucked up. You've done it. You found a hole in one of the prosecutor's key pieces of evidence. Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection!
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection!
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl both at the crime scene and in court. I say that puts her in camp suspicious. Yee, that's not nice, Athena. I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me... Oh, hell nah.
Objection!
Reinforcing gender stereotypes, alright. Suspicious is as suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. We surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods, by leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body. That would make her an accessory to the crime. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman.
Objection!
Birdman. Birdman? I need a... hold on. Sus, yeah. Among Us in real life. Sus. Sus. In any event, with the witness as an accessory, it explains quite a bit, doesn't it? Does it not?
Objection!
Ah! You made it all make sense somehow. He'll keep accusing Junie unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. How could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? What they could have known what was in the script was if they saw the mock trial. We established it's not because of the mock trial, because the crime took place before the mock trial. Had penned the script, that's only Junie, so it had to be heard it from Junie. Sorry, Junie, but you're not going to like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. What the devil? I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. The Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that she notified Robin, because Robin is the prosecution. That doesn't necessarily mean much. But I guess if it's enough to make her testify, I guess. Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she leaked the details to the witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, he wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right. Junie was probably trying to keep the friendship from becoming awkward. How could you, Athena? What a bunch of bull.
I never heard a word about the script from Juniper. Never.
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? But B.A.D. Athena, you don't have any evidence.
Yeah.
Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed. Yes, Robin was like, it's not red, it's the green sweater. Yes, and one of the details of the mock trial is the sweatsuit's red. Yes. Ah, they toddler puzzle.
Therefore, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Robin said, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." S-U-R-E. I might have said that, but so what? Well, think of it this way, Athena. Yeah, which way exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit. I think I've got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court. Very well, Miss Sykes, present away. This evidence proves that Miss Newman... Yeah...
Take that!
Mock trial script? Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, "Oh, the green sweatsuit." Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? Among Us in real life. You seem to have some issues with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. Proof is in the script, specifically on the things to repair page. Sweatsuit victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor's course. Ah! You're surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No! I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor. Yeah, it's over. You what? If knowing script details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Miss Court's note. No. What no? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial. Only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. But that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest. Eek, but it's the truth. Professor Court did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victim's B.O.D.Y. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I said she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. There's a note with details about the body, and that means there are others who could have made the murderer look like our fine script. Yes, I believe you're right. Apparently, this case isn't that clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwood would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case. Yes. Oh, hole?
Objection!
Oh my god, what's he gonna say now? Bully for you, Missy, but don't think this spells victory. Why not? The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword. And show me what you're truly capable of if you wish to live. You want it? Don't worry, I'm going to bring it. Oh my god. Not this motherfucker. I guess it makes sense. What do you have for me? What do you have for me, Sad Tuna? I have no point. Okay, fine. I'll add it to you. I'll add it. I'll add it for you, brother. Alright, what's this one? What else do you have for me? There's 2 objections. I have to... Alright, I'll just add... I'll call it objection 2. Please, speed. I need this. There you go. Yeah, don't worry. I added it. I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. How juvenile is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugo Cotter. Prosecutor Blackwell. Why have you called this witness? You were called the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder. The accused testified that she left her home around 6 p.m. Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact. right? Our client wasn't at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't.
Objection!
If that was but a felicitous lie. Or am I mistaken, Golden Boy? I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold! I am not through with you yet. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave and we just might discuss you know what. No, wait. One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Bruh. Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor? He has, like, Edgeworth's, like, smile. Like, if you ever, you know, the head tilt he does is very similar to Edgeworth's. I'll point it out, but the word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. Hugh O'Connor, senior at the Themis Legal Academy lawyer course. How's that? You did just fine. Your testimony done. Can you please? You're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you. I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range until 7 p.m. Sus. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. Where's the 6 to 8, bruh? God damn it. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? Dun, 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 dun. That's quite enough. Well done, Golden Boy. Okay. Final bell rings at 7 p.m., which would point the canvas's desolate place. Now, you will recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m. All day before, the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime. Do you have any proof of that? As its final bell, the school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. Female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. What the hell? Just random information that could have been helpful earlier? So when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been... One thing I don't like right now is... Well, it's not like dragging down this case, but it's very clear that like pushing for a verdict makes no sense to me. Though obviously that's just Black Quill's MO. Of course he's gonna push for a verdict that, you know. But we don't have all the details of the murder, like, completely. We're starting to flesh it out right now. Obviously we're gonna, like, you know, figure out what really happened later, you know, probably in day 2 of the trial, but yeah, I don't know. It's more like narrative pacing than it is like, oh, this is like illogical. Ugh. So when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been, indeed, it was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building even after killing. So the time of the murder and the time when the body was moved. Great. Another inconvenient testimony. Ugh. Okay. This is suspicious.
Hold it!
So, do you meditate often? Heh. Don't tell me you're going to start pestering me, too. What's that supposed to mean? No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life. Yeah, this looks like Edgeworth here. Though, Von Karma also has this, like, pose as well. What? I'll remind the defense that this is a court of law, not a pickup. Oh, but it seems so seems Miss Fancy Pants lawyer is smitten with the witness.
Objection!
Objection, objection, objection! Yeah, that's pretty gross. I'm just trying to establish the witnesses. You must know I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, soccer girl? Bruh. That's it. You better take that. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, Tiger. Just take a deep breath and relax. Heh. I'll just continue my testimony now, if you don't mind. Bruh. 17 went to the main building before going. That's when I saw Juniper. Okay, what do we... Client stated that she went home at 6 p.m. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Oh, let me check the notes here. Meet with Hugh O'Connor that report yesterday. Important. Okay, so that's probably gonna matter. Was that the last time you saw her? Yes. I left school at around 6 p.m. No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 p.m. I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other. Ugh. But if Junie was there, that means she's lying. Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self.
Hold it!
So you just walked past by a good friend, barely saying a word? The final bell had already rung. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in these annoying loud voices.
Objection!
Oh my god. Annoyingly loud voices? I'd like it if you refrained from insulting my partner like that. Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. Heh. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say. Oh, I guess we can press. Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer. I expected as much, so go ahead and ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I wanted to ask you, how did you prep for the mock trial? Maybe this brings up the... Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. Okay, October 23rd. Okay. I think he's gonna... Okay, yeah. That might be it. Heh, that's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Okay, he's lying. Nothing at all. You didn't help with the preparations. Heh, you don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Okay, brother. Junie put her heart and soul into getting things ready while he just sat on his behind. Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. And talked to anyone until the school closed. Yeah. So this is Cap. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul? That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone until the final bell. Dude, oh my god. He's like incriminating himself. They're making it very clear. Like, I see, this is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. This guy's so smug. Get his... Ooh, okay, yeah. Alright. Didn't talk to anyone. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're wrong.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. Pretty straightforward so far. I mean, there's some trickiness, but I haven't felt like I've been stuck. You didn't talk to anyone on October 23rd. Are you sure about that? Heh, I already told you. My word is as good as gold. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads, 23rd, meet with Hugh. And important. Don't you find that interesting? What? Where'd you get that? The keyword here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. But the entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Where could they have possibly had a private conversation? I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell. What's this now? The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor? It's an insane.
Objection!
Must we go through this yet again? Suppose you also have no evidence as usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. Objection, yeah. Heh. First Robin, now me. Where are you going to accuse next? Here, you know what? Just for you guys, I'll restart StreamBot so you can have chat. So you can have the emotes show up on. At least I think they should. They weren't showing up earlier, but. All right, let me see if this shows up. If it doesn't, there you go. Yeah, it actually shows up. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin, but Hugh seems just as guilty. These three are only possible suspects, after all. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? No way, no way. Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I have something to say. If it will save me some trouble, then by all means speak away.
If you recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder
Was female. It could still be the victim. Knowing that, I'd like you to explain how I could possibly be a suspect. That's so stupid. I'm pretty sure the voice on the recorder is just the victim's voice. This is like, oh, he has a point. Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Care to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting this case. Heh, sorry, but I'm studying to be a lawyer. What a pity. To think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering. I always feel bad for the Falcon every time he slams. At last, your moment is here, Sykes Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement. Prove that you're the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your label.
could he lay any more pressure on it?
The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. In which case, to whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? The victim! Oh my god, this is like... I don't know, I've played so much Ace Attorney that I feel like... the dramatic irony is getting to me. The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection!
Are you mad? The voice on the recording says you're gone. Doesn't mean anything. We don't even have context for the conversation. It's something a murderer shouts at their victim, not the other way around. Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a gooner. Athena? You're a goner. You a goner. You a goner. Wait a second. Wait, you're scaring me here. That's such a stretch. This is such a stretch. You're scared? I'm terrified we're even coming up with this. With what? Prosecutor Blackheart, you wanted to know if I'm worthy of my badge. Well, I'm about to show you why. Despite my age, I can wear it with pride.
Oh, okay. Are you thinking you will be changing your argument?
So it sounds a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling, you're a goner. Yer and Hugh don't really sound very alike, though. But whatever, I'll tell. I agree, if that's what the victim was saying, but it's not. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes? Not exactly, but you don't have to add fuel to his fire, Your Honor. It is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape. Then she was shouting something because she was being threatened by scolding O'Connor, threatening. What? I guess scolding. That's something a teacher would do. I could call one basic fact question. Is that shot on the tape really saying you're a goner? What are you up to now, Athena? Rosa Court's planner says she was supposed to meet with the witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong. And this made Professor Court get angry with him during their private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name. Okay, let's see. Hugh O'Connor. Heh. What did I do to deserve that? Yes, like that. Now try again, but faster. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor? Hugh O'Connor? Wait a second. No. This can't be. This is so... You think I'd spend the energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? Ah, but it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That's a scientific fact. We sometimes mistake shadows for monsters, or the wind for voices. Okay. If it calls into question the tape recording, that's fine. You know what? The tape recording one isn't like super convincing either. But like the explanation's kind of funny. The alternative explanation, what it could be, is kind of silly. Now you mention it. You can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one more little push. The sound on the tape recorder never was the phrase, "You're a goner."
That's only what we thought we heard, right?
It was a witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good at. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded isn't our client's. If it was a victim scolding the witness, he must now join the list of suspects.
Objection!
I do like the structure of this case, though. Like, suddenly, like, the list of suspects are just being added. I had thought the testimony would suffice, but it seems to have some roots. We're not allowed such fallacious quibbles to upend this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. Evidence? What's he gonna pull out now? Feast your eyes on this photo and let me see that insolent look vanish from within. Oh, this is adorable. Oh my god, she's a little... are they related? Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim. Ah, there's a timestamp. What is this? It's been a while since I've read an analog. What's this, like 7:10? 7:05? Looks like 7:0. That looks like 7:05, right? The photograph shows professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, what? Was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? Why wasn't this shown in the first place? Like, this is like... I don't know why, but I guess Blackwell was trying to be, like, dramatic or something. But like, this is, like, way more decisive than... Oh, I guess Blackwell is man, a few words or whatever. Indeed it was, but the revelations did not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05, mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the tape. What? The accused brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken. It seems the defendant's culpability in the crime quite obvious. Meeting with the professor at court just 5 minutes before she was murdered. What now? Nothing I say can change that fact. Understand now? You can believe in your client all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel, steely blade of truth. Yeah. Listen, Missy, the person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world, I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. But I became a lawyer so I could... You still fail to understand after so much pain and defeat? The court are not the playyards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure,
Run along home and grow up. Grrr. Ah! If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever help to save him. But I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times are when warriors have to force their biggest smiles. That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances even if I forced it? This is badder than bad. We knew Black Quill had that one waiting in the wings. Why didn't that Twisted Samurai just present it at the beginning? Wait, maybe this was his real plan? Was he just trying to show me how the weak and powerless I am? Okay, I guess. The Hawk always startled? Yeah, it's so sad. I feel bad for the Hawk. It's so sad. I mean, the Hawk doesn't seem to mind at the end of the day. But I feel bad for the Hawk in that moment. Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Okay, makes sense. If that's a Black Quill characterization thing. Maybe he's right, because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Cott's court? Rob Newman, a girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the student who had met with Professor Court? Hello. There seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. The time for a verdict has come. I feel like Hugh should testify to what they were meeting about. Then all of a sudden, nah. No, that's not gonna happen, man. What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt the judge about to hand down a maybe, but false verdicts are an no. What? Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Yep, I know because the real killer is me. Teehee. What the fuck? I did not expect that. What? It was me. I did it alone. Just me. I don't get it. Why is she confessing? Miss Newman was witness near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends. Doing too much? Yeah. American anime dub. Just so we can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already. Hugh O'Connor's about to confess. Never mind. Please, wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Dina. But you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no! Don't do it! Hugh and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime. 07. Well, what?
Objection!
You know that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. Hello, Yada. I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Dina. Nah, Hugh O'Connor's gonna show up and then take responsibility. Order? Will somebody please explain what's going on here? I see right through your cheap boy. School rules state that prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. Guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke. Oh, I wasn't aware. Even meek little mice will fight when cornered. Pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other, now that they've nowhere else to run. Protect each other? Wait. Was Robin just trying to protect Junie too? So then the real killer is... Yeah, so dramatic. This whole thing's a joke. Uh-oh, now it's Hugh's turn. Well, what? What is wrong with kids these days?
I know what just crossed your mind. Ara? You think I'm the killer, don't you? Wow, he really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. That is not like a difficult deduction. Hey, I think it's about time I told you the truth, and I'll even get right to the point. It was me. I did it. Wait? What? Okay. Zhao Long? Yeah, Zhao Long. Yeah, the staff. And now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I'm so confused right now. If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plot? It's absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. It's a court of law, not the set of some high school drama. I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to... Boy, wait, your boldness. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. I'm hoping the defense and prosecution come up with some airtight evidence. That is why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case. Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming. Fine, do as you wish. This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned. Nice development. Yeah. No laws against perjury? That means nothing in this game. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Guess we have to do more investigation. So we're not closer to the details of the murder. So I guess that's what we're going to do here. Alright. Sorry, boss. I couldn't do it. You know, that little bit of advice you gave me? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Phoenix not Unk? Yeah, he's not Unk. I don't know exactly what you meant. Yeah, he got his badge back already. But there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. Oh yeah, but you know, he still has his beanie up here. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now, how about relaxing a little? Or relax, not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless if it weren't for their confession side. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Alright, bro. This guy... I don't like this guy, bro. Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen, then, won't I? No, I can't lose it all. Not now. The smile? I know. Who's worse, Brushel or this guy? I think Brushel's worse. I think Brushel's probably an abomination to humankind. Literally everything Brushel does, like he brushes his eyes, his teeth. I think he brushes something else. He the animation where he has his tie like squeeze his head. Oh, he brushes his. Oh my god. I think Brushel's probably worse. The scariest motherfucker. The Aura nerd is mad. Okay, you guys. Okay. Okay. You say your smile's below Brushel. Okay. Yeah, Brushel. Yeah, exactly. Use. You okay? Athena, you're turning kind of pale. I can't just stand around here. I'm going to finish the investigation. Can it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic hands. Thanks, but I better get going. Save me one for when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the touch center right away. No, wait, I'm going with you. Sorry, Miss Wright. I'd better go too. No problem. You two be careful. Yeah, these investigations feel a lot more railroaded than like the original trilogy, which, you know, like I said, I haven't complained. It's not really a complaint, but yeah, I don't know if it's like a good thing either, but it's just noticeable. But there are some bullshit in the trilogy where you just get stuck. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to get something to snack on. Turnabout big top bullshit? Yeah, that's true. What happened in court today? Where we go from here? Oh, hell nah. Oh my god. Well, now, fancy meeting you here. Oh, not this motherfucker. Oh, Professor Means, what brings you here? I asked him to come. He arrived just a little before you. I wanted to ask him something. But first, Athena, I want to apologize for my sudden confession after you worked so hard to defend me. He was calling me Athena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, don't worry, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. Why can't you be the verdict though? Oh my gosh. Ermi. About that, Athena, I've been thinking of asking Professor Means to defend me. Bruh. Huh? I myself only just heard of this in a moment ago. Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie. I know, Athena. But would you please hear me out? Do you actually think you or Robin could have committed this crime? The bodies moved right before the mock trial. Besides Junie, were the only ones who could move freely around the campus at the time. Sorry, Junie, but at this point, I can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that. Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all three of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat. Alright, brother. But how can you possibly prove that all three of them are innocent? I'm a result-oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means. Ugh, I really don't like the sound of that. They're really pushing him in this story, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's like ends up being the culprit. It's like super like. That was kind of the nice thing about Brushel. Like everything about him made you want to hate him, but he ended up turning out he was still annoying as fuck. But like he turned it out to be an ally, you know, in the final case. So I think I agree. I think Aristotle has got to be sus. I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too. You're just a big bully? Yeah. Alright, if that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision. Apollo? We're going to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. I mean, would you like to stay and join our conversation? Yes, of course. I'm your lawyer, after all. There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me out? By your confession, Junie, it's not true, is it? You just said what you did because Robin had confessed on the stand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you're convicted of a crime? So it'll pop so many times? I know. If he ends up being the culprit and he starts testifying, we're gonna see it a lot more. No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that the friendship between the three of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. When did you three first become friends? Well, even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish this were as simple as that. Yeah, we even have proof of our friendship. Right, the Dark Age of the Law, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Shouldn't have been resolved in AA4. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts. You can bet we'll be carrying them around. But the situation kind of changed recently. When the school's policy shifted training legal professionals who produce results. Allow me to explain. In the lawyer course I teach, producing results means winning trials. Bruh, this is some Von Karma. This is like Diet Von Karma. Or like, Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Okay, this is like very, very like the themes. One defense story to be shattered because he can't be a magician. Oh yeah. My boy Kristoff. Temu Von Karma? Yeah, Temu. Fortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students. At some point, we stopped talking about it. While that meant fewer arguments, it also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. And putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder? Thank you for this difficult subject. Can you talk about another one? Something 10 times more difficult? Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie? I'm sorry, I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage costume until 7. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. She's got to be hiding something else. Do you remember this picture? Yes, but something's wrong here. Wrong? What's wrong? I took this picture around 6 o'clock, which was before I'd left the art room. Oh. Premeditated, planted? That's crazy. Well, the clock here says it's just after 7. By 7 o'clock, I'd already been working in my dressing room after some time. There's definitely something wrong with the time of this picture. Guess we better go check the art room. Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, we ran into Q. Yes, I did. At around 17, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? She suddenly went silent. She's always terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6 p.m.? Alright, I won't press the matter any further. Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after that last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. Around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after when the crime supposedly took place. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all that hard work, they were finally finished. Right, the statues are Robin made, so they were covered in white sheets. Poor Juniper. Junie, are you okay? Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all. You know, she's not crushing on Apollo as much compared to 5-1. Probably clock battery died? Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, that also works. She's not crushing on Apollo as much, which is kind of funny. Athena, I think this meeting's over. Professor Means? I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case. It will require considerable preparation, so I must be off. I love her sunflower accessory. Yeah, it's very cute. It's very cute. Junie. Professor Means, I have a proposal. Proposal? By sundown today. Oh, so I completely missed that. Wait, this is another one of your crazy. By sundown today, yes? Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice. Well, wait a second. Don't drag my name into it. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. What? We're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what the truth is. I see, so it's come to this, has it? If you succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. And you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except me. Have we got a deal? I trust that's okay with you too, Professor Means? I have no objections, as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to put you through this, Dina. But thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. It's way too early to thank me. You can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this. Alright, I'll see you back here at sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just she's new to the agency, so... Don't be silly. I find it all rather thrilling. Now let's meet here again later. If you'll excuse me, I'd better go. Okay, see you later. Apollo's much older? I think it's like a 5-year age gap. We can check. Oh, I forgot. We can talk to Juniper. Yeah, he's 23. I think she's like 18. Okay, I guess I don't show up. Oh, damn. He's Unc. Yeah, I think Athena's 18. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Damn. Alright, there's no time to think about that. I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. Where do we go? No music. Okay. Oh, it's Scuttlebutt. 6-7? Yeah, 6-7. 6-7. Yeah. 6-7. Talking box, yeah. Ah. In my imagination, did something just move? Yo, Clavier, let's go. Afternoon, you two. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Don't you think sneaking onto campus like this is just slightly suspicious? I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest of confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress, but you needn't have asked, Fraulein. I'd intended to help you from the start. You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. Okay, time for a thorough. I really like Gavin. After AA4, I feel like he's just so chill compared to all the antagonistic prosecutors. It just feels super unique. And also, like, I mean, he does his own ribs or something, you know? He's cool, he's cool. It's kind of hard to accept new characters, you know? Especially in a new entry to the series. Yeah, Gavin seems the same, yeah. I did like his connection to Kristoff as well. They should use Gavin more on, like, Edgeworth and Gavin. You know, yeah, exactly. Gavin's, like, chill. Gavin will, like, tease you, but he's not, like... when Gavin knows better, he's not condescending either. He's like, there's that whole case where he knew basically everything, and he just basically makes you do, you know, cough up the evidence so you can actually like prove what you're saying. Yeah, Gavin's cool. I like him. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed lots of stuff yesterday. You just do the air guitars well? Yeah. They don't whip, throw coffee, or throw beads. Yeah. I forgot about the coffee. That's fucked up. Alright. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform. Also, yesterday, right? Or a couple days ago is the in-game debut. Like the date of the in-game debut of Clavier. What was it, like June 16th? Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I haven't seen the stage until yesterday. The backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeves to make the concert really rock. Pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this. Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's that design on the banner there in the back? I know the scales are the school emblem. But what's with the number 6? It looks like it's in serious pain or something. Oh, bro, that's Gavin's. That's not a 6. That's Gavin's, Athena, Ixnay on the Ixay. That's the Gaviner's logo, probably. Oh, and nice pig Latin air forehead. Really smooth. Yeah, Gavin's logo, yeah. Oh, I meant it looks like the number 6 rocking seriously hard. 9 Fraulein, it's a G for Gaviners, not a 6. But whatever floats your pretty boat. So where is the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage. It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It's a pity. We had it specially made from heavyweight high-grade cloth. A missing banner? I just noticed something. Okay, so they're drawing attention to the banner. I was wondering why the texture on this was off. Who the fuck? Because, like, okay, this looks like painting texture. You know, like some Van Gogh. But I thought that was just... But obviously there's this. They moved the background. Yeah. I think you're supposed to notice it, especially with the painting here. You're supposed to notice that. But I didn't realize until they started drawing attention to this. Missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah? The clock, yeah. Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was with Prosecutor Gavin. How do you know if it's a different texture? That's how you can't really say that, right? Especially because, you know, like the Ace Attorney art. This could just be a stylistic thing, right? This weird brush stroke texture. But yeah, it just seemed out of place. That's all. Also, if you compare it to this, but there's no texture on that one either. So, as you can see here in the stage plans, right here we have the statue of me, and right here a right statue. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces thanks to you. Air forehead. What did I ever do to you? Actually, the statue broke into rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star? Octung, that's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yay, let's do this. Schnell. Is this an investigation or am I interrupting a German language club? All she did was say fast. His personal grudge Gavin for making his career hard and being me nunk. Yeah. I do like the teasing. I do like the teasing. I don't know, this is a fine for a rock concert, but the nighttime sky is a backdrop for a courtroom? Personally, I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth under a starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Fraulein? And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle. 3-day trials outdoors. No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. Six, 7? Yeah, 6, 7. There's even a prosecutor bench here on stage. Ah, the memories for Lane as a former rock star and prosecutor. The prosecutor's bench has taught me much about human emotions, passion, and fight. I can picture it now, you with your silvery singing voice, and Apollo sweating bullets. Hey, how about picture me winning once in a while? Click on the 6-7? Okay, I will. I will click on the 6-7. The winner of the mock trial was to take the training seminar right here. You mean you or Robin? Yeah, besides Junie, they're the only ones who can move freely around the campus. Before the mock trial. That means one of them must be the killer. That's not really enough to go on, is it? We need to talk with Juniper once more and persuade her to give us a name. Right, and that means we have to find irrefutable evidence before the day ends. There's no time to lose, but we can't rush it either. Efficiency is the key. Alright, big clue? Oh my god, you guys are right. Big clue. 67? Wow, this school festival goes way back. You happy? You guys are happy? Yeah. Wow. Hold on, I need to... Wow, the school festival goes way back. Oh, look. The text on the sign isn't written, it's embroidered. Oh. That's nice. There's a warning in even smaller embroidery. Embroidered sign lovingly crafted by the Handicrafts Club. Keep dry. Custom made, yeah. The sign is outside. What happens if it rains? Alright, you guys got your 6-7. Oh yeah, this month. Wait, you don't think that weird box here is hands off? I knew it. I knew that voice anywhere. Let's just ignore it. I mean, it made its wishes loud and clear. So this is the future cardboard box technology has afforded us, huh? Alright, we're just gonna ignore them? Oh, I didn't even realize. I forgot about that. I forgot about this feature. The other statue Robin made has been smashed to bits. If there were some larger pieces, we might be able to put this one back together too. Yeah, but all I see are itty-bitty ones. I wonder what Mr. Wright would think. If he knew we put Prosecutor Gavin's statue back together but left his like this. We'd always come back to it after the case is solved. For Phoenix, yeah, 07. I'll help you fix it. This case is from Athena? Yeah, it's Athena's POV. Found one. A piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as a plaster of Paris? Looks like there are other large pieces scattered about. Okay, let's find out what we can. Wow, they built a witness stand too, even though it's just a temporary stage. Oh, but I think they're still working on it. Let's see what this notice says. Caution, pedestal features a high-speed rotation mode. Activate with care. I mean, this thing spins? Found another piece of statue, but there should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. Purple fragment. What about this? Nah? 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 Look, there's your rival over there, Apollo. Whoa, who? Prosecutor Gavin? We battled out a few times ago, but I wouldn't call him. No, not him. I meant the speaker over there. Okay, that's pretty funny. It can output massive blasts of sound that rival your cords of steel. I have better things to do than compete with a speaker, so just forget it. Damn. They really were... Apollo really was like, yeah. Oh, I like the view. The judge can look down on everything from up here. Yeah, not bad for a temporary stage. Is that so, Mr. Justice? Hey, your judge act from the mock trial? I don't know why, but it kind of creeps me out. Wrong answer again, Mr. Justice. A penalty for our mock lawyer. Arr, that is not funny. Oh, what's this? This crane. This open window. It's a bit too far away to get a good look. Maybe you should try a different angle. The body's gone. All that's left is a white outline. I never knew Professor Court personally, but seeing her reduced to a white outline leaves me cold inside. In a way, she still lives on in the messages she left behind.
Like a strange way her body was closed.
And the signs of her wrists being bound. You're right. Let's see her use her final message to catch a killer. Copy of the school paper with that story about the alleged love triangle. I wonder if people really waste their time reading this stuff. It's more popular than you think. Oh, what was that? I thought I heard something like that. You're just hearing things. It was nothing more than your ears playing tricks on you. Found another piece of statue. Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck, literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release. And I take that as a confession there, forehead. Yeah, why would you say that? What? No! I feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her. You got it. Let's check every corner of the stage then. Yeah. There's some larger pieces around it. Okay.
bruh. I think I clicked on almost everything. Oh, oh my gosh. Do we present the... Okay. Okay, we're missing something. Oh. Fuck off. Found another piece of the statue, but there should still be some more. Leave no stone unturned. Oh my god, though. Oh. Got to level 20? Congrats. But yeah, I always have trouble with the activating spells and traps. This is another piece of the statue. Thanks, Apollo. This makes 5 pieces in all. I think we have all we're going to find. Let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was. Shut. I think you might want to reword that. Did you kill the statue guy yet? Not yet. We should be done now. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around. Yeah, let's see if we can put the statue back together. Alright, Apollo, you come over here and prosecute. I mean, if you could hold this. We did it! Not bad if I say so myself. Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? We put the statue back together, but look. What's with these leftover white pieces? These look like they go together. And this one too. Athena, what do you think you're doing? Does Heal Brand activate SP a lot? To be honest, I think Branded does more. Perfect Restoration? I know. Easy. We just crazy diamond fix this. I think regular Branded does it more. Athena, what do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now. The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. Oh my god. Was that a Queen reference? Da, 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 da. So, what is it? Ah, it's the goddess of law holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite the feat you pulled off there. Phew. I love that feeling you get after you work really hard on something. No, I knew who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here. Not sure, there's no statue like this in the stage plans. Still, I could swear I've seen the statue somewhere before. Lady Justice. The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues. I've been wondering about something this whole time. You know that pole at the edge of the stage? You mean this? It has a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere. Yeah, this is connected to the... This wire is for hanging banners over the stage. One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked. Oh, so that's why the banner looks like it's out of place. The banners are hung and removed from the art room over there. That's the art room over there, as in the scene of the crime. Bingo, Fraulein. It's still crawling with cops, though. Hey, anyone in the art room? Oh, it's you people. Ha 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 ha. In justice we trust. Ah, it's Detective Fulbright. In justice we trust. Is that some kind of greeting between you two? Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there? Of course, just leave it to me. How's that? Ooh. Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust. Ha 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 ha. Always glad to help. In justice we trust. I miss Gumshoe. Yeah, Gumshoe's the goat. So is that some kind of greeting between you two or not? Well, it looks like the banner's down now. Let's go take a look. Look at this banner. I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. Unflappable banner. Hey, I like that. It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockers. Sorry, we'll take it if we can't afford noodles? I know. It's like it was made for this very stage. Look at this. The bottom part is all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. How did people not miss... How did people miss this? Jeez, did you really have to? You don't come across an unflappable banner every day. You know, there are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. Hey, a scrap fever was caught up inside. It's blowing away! I got it! Yes, yes, great catch, huh? It's like some kind of note. What does it say? October Q 120. What's that supposed to be? A test score, maybe. Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score. I'll say how even Q can get beyond perfect. Frau Lane, shall we expect the banner again now that it has been unraveled? There's literally blood on this thing. How did people miss this? This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. Hey, you're right. Wait a sec. It's hard to see against the red material. There's a dark red stain here, just under the emblem. How's it just afford noodles? I have no idea. Gumshoe's a trooper. So on a wire connected to the art room. Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. You think what I'm thinking? The stain might be from the victim's blood. Bruh. Genuinely, how did they miss that? Actually, 5 games of Chu appeared? He did show up in AA4 in the flashback. Did he show up in Ace Attorney Investigations? Yes, both of them? Okay, so that was 6? Gumshoe. He's main detective, I see.
almost done with this, I think. We're not almost done, but I think I'm gonna call it for a bit. Thank you for joining me, EP. Yeah. Well, I guess also getting hungry too. EP and hungry. This was nice though. Thank you for joining. These things take long. I think I was gonna do it in one sitting, but I think it's just good. If I revisit this, I'll do case 3 and 4. Is it 9? No, it's like 5 a.m. But I'll do case 3 and case 4 together, since I heard case 4 is pretty short relative to the previous cases. And then I'll see about doing case 5 in one sitting. It is pretty long. And then bye-bye. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. It was nice. I appreciate it. Do this, scuba. All right, I'll do scuba. I'm getting hungry too, so I think I'm going to hold on. Let me see. Wait. Da, 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 hold on. Alright, Jeff is streaming Pokemon Champions. He was here earlier. Go show him some love. Yeah, I think I'll just take a break and get to eat. I think next time I'm going to try to finish the rest of the missions for Master Duel, and then when there's more time, I'll just show up with I'll finish the rest of this anyways, Sag. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I'm not going to be crazy. I know what's called Champions has a crazy update today, but it's not on my radar. I'm all about Mahjong Soul right now, and MD, I guess, and I have the Ace Attorney bug. But yeah, thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.